Yeah, damn, I'm over here staring in the fucking camera hella tough. Trying to focus on this shit, man. What's going on, world? There it is. There it is. What's going on, world? I'm over here mugging the shit out of this, man. I probably starting to realize how crazy I look on the daily, man. I probably was doing that same face at the tournament I won. You know, so that's probably just like boom, bug-eyed and shit, reaching in both pockets because I had two distinct Beyblade decks. I had this is the one on deck with the whale and the rod paws, and then I had the other shit. And I was keeping Phoenix with me, seeing the Phoenix win. But like I swapped some shit apart. But I'm just thinking that's probably how I was looking. I was probably bugged the fuck out, looking straight forward or whatever. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm over here rambling. I just saw my own face and got tripped out. Like, god damn, funny as hell. But anyway, we got some good lighting right now. I was at the same park last night over by the benches on that side where they actually have like lamps and shit. And my guy Rob dropped in. He was like, "God damn, you looking for Bigfoot or something?" Because it was dark as shit. It was like 9 p.m. I think it was like 8:30, 9 p.m. But right now it's close to like it's like 8 something. But the sunset. Let me see if I can flip it on you. Right there, it's looking real orange. You can't really see it, but it's like orange and purple. You know what I'm saying? It's real beautiful. Summer nights type shit. You know, looking real beautiful. What can I say? That's how it is right now, man. It's one of those days, man. Earlier today I hit the live stream. I was over there talking shit to myself all day. I was sitting there motivating myself. I was like, we're not leaving the gym until we get all them shots down. Knock all them shots down at all them spots. Tire myself out for like a 50 something minute, 40 something minute workout because I went and grabbed water twice. So I knocked off a few minutes. Even though the live stream did say 64 minutes, by the time it was like 4 or 5 minutes in, I had finished tying my shoes. Like I started walking on the court. You know what I'm saying? Started dribbling a bit, started trying to get a couple shots, try to get them corner shots. Those took the longest. 3 pointers took the longest, man. 3 pointers, I'm not good at the 3 pointers. Trying to measure out the distance and get in the right power. You know, my wrists and my fingers weren't on the ball, paws in the right way. So sitting there trying to get it right all morning, just sitting there trying to get it right, get things correct. And I was like, I'm gonna see. I was yelling at myself. I was talking to myself. I was the only person in the gym. So if you watch that workout live stream, 00002, I was like, yeah, bro, you ain't leaving the gym till you get this right. You're not leaving the gym till you get all them shots. And I was talking shit to myself all day. What's going on, Graydon? What's going on, Graydon? I'm just recapping my because earlier this morning I did a live stream. I was at the community center just shooting around, shooting hoops by myself. I just kept yelling at myself the whole time. I was yelling at myself out loud. I was like, I'm not leaving the gym till I get everything right. I gotta get all the shots and all my spots right. I was like, I can't leave here. It took me like 50 minutes, man, 50, 60 minutes, something like that. But it was a tough workout, man. It was a hard one because the day before, pausing on that, but it's interesting. The day before I did my boxing workout, so that was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? That was a little rough. Pause on that. But you had your first day. Oh, first day of school was today. Wait, what? Hold on. They're starting school in August now. That's crazy to think about. First day of school in August. I guess that's the thing now. Everybody was telling me about that. Like they're starting school. School year starts in August now. I just found out about that too myself. But yeah, no, I did my workout and I was like, I'm about to go meet up with my. Oh, great! In your live stream yesterday, it cut off like right when you found the dollar or the $half, I should say. When you found the coin, when you found the silver, it cut off, and I was like, damn, what happened? But I was in your live stream yesterday when that happened, and then it started like kind of recycling. But I don't know if I missed the second one. But that was pretty cool to watch, man. Because I was watching you break open all the rolls over here, the rolls of the coins. That was cool, man. I like that. But yeah, it's interesting, man. I sat there, I did my workout in the morning, then met up with my cousin, my fam. I was like, let's see what was going on, Wanted to see how she was doing. Checked on her. We went to go get coffee at this one joint. It's like a little I don't know how to explain it. It's like a nice joint where they basically say when after you make your order, you go find a seat and then they're bringing all the orders out to you and they're like, listen, when you're done with it, just leave everything on the table. We'll take care of it for you because they wanted to give you the actual experience based off of this European country that is based off of. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole thing for that cafe. And I went there last time for the Labubu Open tournament. I went over there to that same cafe, kind of enjoyed myself, man, and it's really nice. They're really nice people over there, really smooth people, really cool people. You know what I'm saying? So I went over there, took my cousin there, we tried it out. I was like, yeah, it's a nice place we could chill out and relax. But she was like, let's try to get out there here early because they said they're closing around 3, so let's just be courteous about it. I was like, that's cool, and we walked out. I don't even remember where we went after that. We went to go chill by the other side of the lake, you know, because the last time I went to that tournament, I was at the lake. What's going on, Logan? How you living, man? How you living? Yeah, I went to that lake, but we was on the north side of it, doing the tournament on the park side, if you will, skate park side or something, or it was like the dog park side. So we were over there, up on that side. But today, I ended up taking her to the lake side on the south side. So we're kind of on the pier. A lot of people were fishing, although other people jumping in the water on the other side. So that was interesting. But yeah, I realized how much water I drink just to stay hydrated. You know how much because I was having to pee all day, man. I was over here running to the trees and bushes. I was on the side of buildings. I was like, yeah, I gotta pee a lot, bro. I was overhydrating, trying to make sure I got as much water in my body as possible. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay hydrated. You know, muscles as well. Kind of, you know, I'm a little actually Logan. I'm doing all right. You know, like I thought I'd be a lot sore from like 2 days of working out, 2 days of training, but it actually ain't that bad. Matter of fact, let me take this off because I don't know if that's messing up my microphone situation. Hold on. Give me 1 second, real quick. Make sure we got the right mic and everything. Make sure all that's clicked in. Is that clicked in right there? Yeah, that's in. As much as I want to stay on, you got school, so I'm gonna hit the hay. All right, man. Take it easy. Take it easy, Grady. And I appreciate you dropping in, man. Appreciate you being here, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. So then my cousin's about to drop me off at the transit center, and I'm like, "Are we going? Are we?" You know, I was like, "Hold on. When was the last time you went to the mall up here?" And she's like, "I never been." So I was like, "All right, cool. Let's go." We went there, and yeah, we just bought a couple things on sale. Except, you know, the hat I got wasn't on sale, unfortunately. I thought it was. The dude was trying to hook me up with the discount. I was like, I mean, I'll take the discount if you can make it happen. I don't know. So I ended up buying. I'm gonna put this on right now. Actually, buying that joint at the mall. Feel me? Boom. It's the blue and yellow Seattle joint. You know what I mean? I get to throw my little pins on that joint. You know? Oh yeah, he put the little spray on there. You know, anti whatever you call it. I don't even know what the correct term is, but it's like anti-perspirant slash anti waterproof whatever. So Pro Image, you know, shout out to Pro Image. But yeah, I'm gonna keep hitting the workout streams, man. I'm gonna keep talking that trash to myself. Get my situation right. Get right, get fit, everything. Sat there playing basketball all morning long. I hope nobody flagged it, man, because we had some random like there was people in the chat that were kind of there was like foreign languages and whatnot. Got this fly up in my face. They have foreign languages and whatnot. Keep the 7/4 on that joint, because why not? You got to keep the holographic on there. I do it for the birds personally. Hold on, let me get this off. Let me get that out real quick. There it is. But yeah, I was hyped. I was hyped when I found it. 'Cause I've been looking for this color. Like they only really have it in like fitted, you know what I'm saying, fitted style. So I was like, that's as good as I'm gonna get it right there. But he sprayed it down. He put the waterproof on that joint. You know, he hooked me up. He's like, you want to put the hat spray on? I was like, all right, why not? Go ahead, make it happen. You know. So now I got my because I need to complete the you know, I should have got a different color, but it is what it is. Should have got a different color. It is what it is, man. This is all they had. I was asking a lot of questions. I should have just. It is what it is, bro. I'm gonna find another one at a different time period, if you will. You know, we're gonna work on that later. Right now, though, I just got this one. I was looking for this one for the longest. Looking for this for the longest, actually. Funny enough, but yeah. All right, man. Let me see what's going on with it. You know, that's the background looking and everything. I was hyped about it. Happy to have the just a new hat for the collection and whatnot. I'm not tripping too much, man. Not tripping too much. Let me go ahead and show you the orange. Boom. Look nice, don't it? Sunset right there. It's getting purple and orange in the background. See how nice that looks? See if I try to angle it. I'm surprised, man. So yeah, I'm a little worried about, if me just talking trash all morning messed up my live streams for future, just live streams in the future. I was over here like just talking trash to myself, like, come on, we got to get this right all morning. I'm like, we got to get right. I'm not trying to do this. Not trying to be here all day. You got to knock down these shots. You know what I'm saying? So I was hyped about that. Get my energy right. I was hyped up all day. Get the energy out, get the frustrations out and whatnot, get that workout in. So I've been working out 2 days in a row. I'm trying to think. Saturday wasn't really a workout because I had the referee those Beyblade matches, but Sunday maybe, hit the squat or whatever, just hit there and do the thing. Thursday, Friday, what I do Friday? I think I worked on Friday, so Friday is always going to be a workout when I work. Going to work is actually a workout, but Thursday I worked out, so I've been consistent more or less since like Thursday. I don't remember what I did Wednesday. I don't think I worked out on Wednesday or anything. I don't even remember what I did Wednesday. I think I went up Wednesday. I think Wednesday I was trying to figure out all the community center stuff. So I was over here locked in doing community centers things, going around, in my area, like bus ride, 1 or 2 bus rides away everywhere. I went everything up and down 23rd and whatnot. Hitting up different community centers, trying to figure out schedules and taking pictures of fall programs and things like that. So that's kind of what I was on not too long ago. But yeah, let me move the mic up a little bit. So that's what I was dealing with. Nothing too serious, man. Nothing too serious. But let's see, man. Nothing too serious. Nothing too bad. You know. I'm just worried that like me shit talking in the morning ruined the live stream for future whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting on my head. I was getting on my whole life. I was trying to get right. I was sitting there just talking smack the whole day. So I don't know. I also, the thing is, they also have cameras at the community center. So I'm like, I don't know if the cameras are attached to microphones. I don't know if they heard me and they're like, hey, man, this dude's tripping in there by himself. He's talking smack by himself right now. I was like, yeah, I'm talking smack by myself because I gotta manifest some motivation within my body, man. I gotta get things right, man. I gotta do these things correctly. Uh huh. It's Tuesday night though. What can I say? It's Tuesday night though. What can I say? It's starting to get dim. Let's walk. Let's walk where the lights be at. And walk where the lights is at. That's what happened last time. Every time I post up right here, it is what it is. But it gets better when I move towards the light. The floodlights. It gets better when I move towards the sunset. And I gotta cherish nights like these, summer nights, even though it's starting to get chilly again. I gotta cherish these days because summer's gonna end and I might not be able to, do these as often. So we'll see how much time and whatever I got. I need to do some Beyblade stuff. I gotta do some Beyblade stuff maybe tomorrow. I don't know what time, but hopefully I wake up early and I get cracking early. Why not, man? Let me flip it on them. I'm gonna worry about this. You worry about that. How about that? And I'll keep them streams brief if nobody rocking with it. I'm not even gonna mess around and waste more of my own time. Realistically, what I'm saying. We hit that 30 piece, that 34. Back to the spirit of Ray Allen. He's not dead or nothing. God bless. So hopefully he live a long life. But on some Ray Allen shit, that 34. That's the numbers we hit. If we rocking, we rocking. If not, it's whatever. Sun is really setting though. You can kind of see the orange over yonder, but not really. You can kind of see the orange, but not really. So yeah. And I might be able to show you it might get a little choppy in a second, but I may be able to show you the lights by the tree. That'd be nice. It's always nice, man. But, I take the good with the bad. But let's see. Let's see. You see the blue lights? I'm gonna see if I can mess with it because they got the lights on the tree with the device attached. Contraption, if you will. Here we go. Sunset, sunset. All right, guys, here we go. For those that are here. All right, man, what are we doing? To the green. Let's see, red. Yep. and it says try one or more buttons at a time. All right, we'll do great. Ooh, do green and white because that's what I'm about. Well, I do it right. Hold on. Okay, I don't know. Hold on. Let me hit white. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I did it right. I don't know if I did it correctly. But yeah, it's a fun little. I found that in the wintertime. It was like it got dark early. It was like dark around 6 o'clock or something. And I found that tree. I was like, "What is this?" I started pressing the buttons. That was pretty fun. I think one time I tried to press all four. I think I did three. I don't know. Like I said, it'd be storming over here, so I don't know if that messed up the electronics. But the red light works. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man. It's a lot of when I really do the reflections, man. I've been blessed. I can't even get mad right now. I've been doing real good, and it's like I'm just trying to share them blessings. You know, however it looks, man. However it may be, I'm just trying to share it at this point. You know, because I'll tell you a story, man. I think I talked about this before. Shout out to my guy Neil. I gotta if I get I haven't went back home yet, but I'm gonna check if the package shows up. If it's there, I'm gonna try to see him tomorrow. How's it going? I'm gonna try to see him tomorrow, and when I see him, I'm gonna give him a bunch of this metal fight stuff. So, because the thing is, somebody, we just dubbed her the crackhead bitch. Got on his property and took his shit, and that shit pissed me the fuck off. It pissed a lot of people off. It brought the energy down, and it's like a lot of this shit isn't really recoupable, especially some of those things being sentimental value and whatnot. So that thing kind of happened, and then recently, shout out to my guy Solarian, but something happened to him. But when I was speaking to him last night in his stream, he said that he recovered a good amount of his stuff. So I'm just like, man, a lot of bad things are happening to people around me, and that's starting to, it's affecting my energy too, and it makes me feel a way about it. I feel really upset about it, but there's not much I can do except for like try to support them any way I can. And it's just like it's tough because I've been blessed, man. Like I really didn't want to do this job thing, but then the job thing ended up being real good. I was like, hey man, this is something that's worth it, low key. It's actually something that's good, so I can't even get mad. And then same thing, I just started meeting, not meeting, but like running into people from old time past and whatnot. And everything been chill, man. Everything's been smooth. It's like they going through stuff. I just want to look out for people. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Like I ordered a whole bunch of packages. I started sharing it with people, just little things like that. So I'm like, man, I gotta just share these blessings right now because a lot of people going through this, that, and the third, right or wrong. So for me, it's important that I look out for them. That's just me. It's just a personal thing for me. You feel me? And check out the rabbit though. Hold on. Boom, he's just out here. Posted. What's bro on? What's he waiting on? What's he doing? See him? Dude is just standing still too. That's the art of stillness right there. Bro, hell was still. Trying to see what he's looking at. What is he looking at? You see him? Like, what is he looking at? Yeah, man. I be back here all the time, man. I'm always here. You see what the vibes is, man. Been talking smack in my head all day. Past 24 hours, past 48 hours, just talking smack. I'm just like, yo, let's get right. Let's get right now. Why not? 8:40. I might go and grab some Ezels, man, if this shit don't work out. But it is what it is, man. It's Tuesday night, so it's like I don't expect much, realistically. But I wanted to tap in, saying drop my 2 cents in, you know what I mean? Just kind of show off the new hat. whatever. I was kind of happy with myself about it. Sometimes you gotta let the bee breathe, let things be. You never know who's around. You never know who's dropping in. So I'm just trying to be present within myself right now. It ain't easy, you know. I be feeling like life is short, so I'm trying to just spend money here and there. You know what I mean? Whether it be on people or just myself. Just recouping some stuff. My guy at the convenience store was like, he's like, "How you been, man?" I was like, "I've been good, more or less." He said, "More or less." I said something like that, and he was like, "What you mean by that?" I was like, "Honestly, man, I got my new job, so I'm good, but I'm like, I just gotta recoup, money that's been spent or whatever. I gotta recoup things. Oh, here we go, Master Splinter joint right there. Rats in the field kind of thing. See him? Cause I'd be living, man. I'd really be out there in nature. It's really outside. Everywhere I go, man, they be out there. That shit crazy. He's just out here in the wide open. Like, where are the cats at? Cats got to clean that up right there. The home of the Bulldogs, but where the cats at? God damn, that motherfucker huge. He's over, the leftovers that the high schoolers drop. The kids over here, they drop fucking snacks and shit all the time. But yeah, that shit crazy as hell. That rat's big as shit. And then meanwhile, you got the damn rabbit. Bro, just chill right here. He's just chilling. Look at him. It's Beerus type shit. It's Beerus. And then you got, where's he at? I just missed him. I'm trying to scan it with the damn camera. Fuck it. I ain't got time for that. I got time for the goofy shit, man. But he's just chilling. I was like trying in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what is that moving? It's just like a little rat. That's kind of wild. A little wild right there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you another crazy thing is people have been tapping in with the workout live streams a lot more. You know, I don't know. I might almost want to show off some combinations. I got to do the little short video first, but I almost want to show that off. But we'll see if I have enough energy tomorrow. If my body has recovered and I have enough energy tomorrow, perhaps I'll go to the gym and we'll see how that works out, man. Because I want to make things. It was perfect on a Monday, because Monday there was no music in the background. You know what I'm saying? I was actually able to record myself while the music was playing from my phone, because I ended up connecting it at some point in the day. Like after I finished my workout, I just started playing the music just to kind of cool down and flex the muscles a little bit. Just get a little motion going as I'm walking around, untying my shoes, undoing my hand wraps. You know what I mean? Just doing things correctly. And yeah, man, I'm gonna try to edit all that into just some uncut video stuff. You know, we'll see how it goes, man. I'm not really doing no video editing. If anything, I chop and connect. That's the most I do with my stuff. My routine. I didn't get a chance to record myself running, um, but I was only able. My knee and my quad. I was putting a lot of weight towards my left because I kept favoring my right, and I felt the right being favored a lot early, so I started switching to the left. But when I went running, because I do my running routine at the end, I was only able to jog for like 2 laps, and then I walked again, and I started doing sprints on the straightaways. I did like 3. By the time I was about to do 4, and my leg gave out, I was like, ooh, if I push it, it's done. So I was like, I'm not even gonna force that sprint. I did about 3.5 sprints right there. That was a thing in of itself, man. That was a thing in of itself. Let me see if I can prop that up. A little lopsided, ain't it? A little lopsided. We'll see how that stay, man. We'll see how that stay right there. You know what I mean? Working on the Peace Out Chronicles, man. But I really been on working on the Peace Out Chronicles. I really feel like the page got flagged, man, because I was over here bumping my gums, just talking trash on me. You know what I mean? Just sitting there, really just tapped in with just, I mean, I ain't gonna say, I don't know what the word is, like self motivation, or like a, not self deprecation, but like self motivation. Just trying to stay sharp on my own thing, whatever. Trying to stay sharp on it. Also, it's crazy because when the wintertime happens, it's over. I'm gonna hit up the goddamn corner store. I'm gonna get that ramen. I said, "Where's the hot water?" They hook me up with the hot water. It's over. I'm gonna just stay. I'm gonna stay warm. You don't understand what that's like. I'm gonna get that sodium going. that hot water in the wintertime, fall time, wintertime, just like that, pushing that truancy hour all the way up until I don't know when, whenever the first one was, like February or January, like the '01. So we'll see what it is. The actual first live stream tester was actually on Thanksgiving. I think I tested out Thanksgiving night because shout out to my guy Turtle Gang, aka Morris something. I forget his real name. Shout out to Turtle Gang. I watched him. He had the X-Wing camera thing that was kind of following him around. It locks onto you and then it follows you in your room or wherever setting you're at. As long as it locks onto you and then it follows you around, which is kind of cool. But he had that set up and he was just smoking at the crib and we were just sitting there like if anyone talked to him, he'll chop it up with them. I was like, Turtle, what's that damn camera you got? He said it's the X-Wing, bro. He started breaking it down. I was like, okay. And then it had me thinking like I might start going outside and start live streaming, and that's when it all started. I just decided I would do it. You know, I started to make it a thing. Slowly started becoming a thing. But the vlogs, say my vlog style, to me it's getting played out, but I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I, the where it's tapping back into the shorts content. Chopping it up, taking long form stuff, chopping it up. We're gonna keep things the way they need to be. But for the most part, keep that might be my new thing, man. It's just the basketball stuff. I might just be hooping. I might just be playing basketball by myself, or just maybe on some whatever. But also, I got the email from I'm waiting for my check, man. I'm waiting for my check to come through because I got the email from my coach, and looks like it's gonna be time for me to do this USA boxing judging stuff. USA boxing judges, and so just kind of be within the scene, or just kind of just chop it up with people, get to know people a little more, try to figure things out. Because I really might want to be a scout, bro. I'm trying to be on that type of level, just scout things out. You feel me? Something like that. But it would also be nice, like content wise, to really just try to push the I could see myself even just interviewing like local boxers and like getting the scene up here, the footage up here or whatever. Get that just get that rolling. Just follow certain people's lives and what they're doing for their respective camps and their cities. That'd be kind of a thing that I'd be interested in doing. So we'll see how that works, man. We'll see what's okay to post and what's not. You feel me? And like that's what I want my clips to look like, man. I don't want to do no. I'm just doing it straight off the phone. All I do is charge the phone up. I gotta buy now I need to buy like a charge bank, like an extra battery bank for my phone. So that way, if I go around, I could just do more stuff. So maybe that'll be a thing. Like I'm just putting ideas out there in the universe. Another thing I had in mind was like doing before I start selling my certain products I have, like or certain merch that I have that I've just collected over time, like just sit there and kind of film and review it. I mean, that's what it was with the Mariners hats. When I had the Mariners hats and I was reviewing those, I was like, man, let me just do a video on each of them, because I'm gonna collect them and put them away, and I'm gonna forget that I have them. Because like I probably have this hat already, realistically. I probably have it somewhere up in there, black and blue joint. Pretty sure I got it somewhere. You feel me? But it's just like it just comes down to like you know, it's not even about monetization, bro. It's all about documenting things, about documenting life at this point in life. Looking back, like when people, sometimes you tell people stories. That's the thing, is like, when you have stories to tell people, like, oh yeah, I used to know this, I used to know that. But if you don't have it documented, is it true? So like, I'm not saying you have to document everything. Certain things stay sacred. Certain things stay secretive, if you will. Certain things just stay on the low, right? But like, there's certain things that, like, why wouldn't you live a life where it could be some form of public information? Like, people don't have to be tapped into your life all the way, but why are you living a life of super secrecy? Like, there's nothing wrong with like having your whole life be sacred. I think that's actually a good thing too. But there's a piece of me that's like, I mean, I live a certain type of way where like I got nothing to hide, but also the way I live, I believe in the sense of like, I feel like if people live righteously, especially righteously publicly, there's nothing wrong with like showcasing that. And that's just where I stand with all this. So it's just like, there's nothing wrong with just being a nerd with Pokemon cards. Nothing wrong with being a nerd with Beyblade. There's nothing wrong with being like a nerd for working out, being a nerd with boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just my interests. These are things that I like. These are things that I'm into. So it's like, why wouldn't I document them things, if not showcase them in a certain light. And that's how I feel about this. Like I'm gonna do all this until I feel like I gotta go. And then the live streams right here, like the Truancy Hour joints, things like this, things of this nature. It's just me, you're just tapping into my mindset during this particular time period, whether it be this summer season or just this year in general. Truancy Hour 2025, this is what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? People gonna look back in 2025 like, man, I remember you used to do those truancy joints back in 25. She was crazy. 26 might look a little different. We don't know yet. But I used to have some sad days. I used to have some sad podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. I used to have things that were you know, spectrum of good and bad, just all type of so many ways to look at it, man. But nonetheless, like this is what it is, man. This is what it looks like right now. 2025. We staying motivated, we're staying locked in. We're in the neighborhood. Like I'm over here just chopping it up about whether it was my time growing up in this neighborhood at this high school, me being a teenager in that same area, me being up in Madrona's area, talking about the white people here and there, looking down at me, talking and treating me a certain way. You know what I mean? Things like that. That's the stuff that I think about, man. That's the thing I worry about. Let me see what they about. Hold on, let me see what that. Oh, I just heard dude. I was like, damn, what the fuck? I didn't even know what dude was chopping it about. I was trying to ear hustle for a second. I was trying to peep game. I was like, damn, what's that on? What's he on? But yeah, certain days. Like I think tomorrow, I might call a community center. Early in the morning and just ask them like, what time is open? Matter of fact, I don't know, because they said to call them when they open. So I think they open around like 9 or 10. But I'm gonna ask them like, what time are you guys open? Like, is it the weight room open? Is whatever open? So I might go over there. If the weight room's open, I might go there and just do like some weight stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there and hit the goddamn weights or something. That might be kind of cool to do. Like just go up there and just pump a little bit, pause. So I might just do that, but I don't know yet. You know, it's kind of cool because the thing is, if you get one community center, like if you get like one like what do you call this? Or sorry, if you go to one of them and you just get like a community center card for the city, we pretty much have access to all the other spots. And there's multiple. Like I'm just in one region, so it's like everything is like a walk away or like a bus ride away. So it's kind of convenient right now. But somebody told me some shit about there was either like YMCA or YWCA has like very similar thing. Um, but yeah, that's the way I see it right now. It's worth it, I would say. It's worth it. But I'm making the most of it. Like imagine that it's a free service. It's a community center. It's a local, you know, free community thing, if you will. And I'm able to utilize it for open gym moments and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. I don't know if bro knows it's cut off, man. Should have told him. It is what it is. Yeah, I should have told him. But yeah, I got this new hat. The dude put the spray on it, so I'm kind of hyped about it. That's all that matters right now. And that's all that matters right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at with all this right now. I'm staying focused with it. Staying focused with it, man. What is it though? What is it though? Is it the juju? Is it the scenery? Is it the background? What we on, man? The funny part is the longer I stay on, man, you never know who pop up. That's why it's funny. It's funny how that worked. But I'm gonna keep moving, walking down the street. And I'm gonna hit my spots. That's it. I'm gonna hit them spots, man. We flipping on you. Oh shit. There we go. Get it. And I'll flip it as necessary. Because now I'm just mobbing through. Yeah, man. It's like what we talking about. Man, I wish that the camera. I might just have to get a new phone, but I don't want to think about it right now. But I will say, like, I wish my phone was able to pick up the scenery the way my eyes do. 'Cause that's like perfect. Like, you don't understand. It's well lit from my point of view. Trees is green, the sky is still blue. Like, you gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. But I'm out here, disturbing the peace, talking that, just talking it up, just talking. What can I say about it? I can't even say much about it, realistically. You know, there we go. That's the blue I was talking about. You see the blue right there? There it is. That's what I'm seeing pretty much. That's what I'm seeing pretty much. You start getting into the light, you start seeing it too. But yeah, it's been a chill day. Color blue is true, man. I got the Powerade that's blue. Got the Powerade that's blue. The ones is navy. The socks is blue. Come on, man. It's a blue type of day. Blue Tuesday. Things is right now, man. It's lined up basically. It's lined up. Yeah, we gonna see. Like I said, they fenced everything off right now. Normally I'd be at the park, but this is the tennis court, so that's different. Actually, I don't even know if that's closed down. I swear I seen people the other day. Yeah, I seen people the other day. So it's not. No, it is fenced off. Yeah, they fenced off the tennis court. Never mind. So that's over. That's over and done with now. You know. So I go. Let's see what's up with it. No car shall pass anyway. Oh, yeah, bruh. Crossing them lines. I'm gonna hit the spot though. I'm gonna go up there and see what's going on, man. I already know someone's gonna be on some bullshit. I already know. I could tell. Like already. Because it feels like one of them nights, man. It's been like that for the past couple of days or whatever. I mean, it's been like that. I'm just trying to figure out why they fenced it off. Why they fenced off the here's my issue, man. When they start having constructions and like what's the word? It might not even be construction. When they start having like refurbishing stuff or whatever at the parks, it'd be shut down for a while. That's my main beef with it. Is like shit will be shut down for a while. That's when I stopped thinking about myself. I'm like, well, where are people gonna sit there and play at? You know, it's nice when families bring the kids around. I had a classmate. Actually, that's kind of fucked up. I had a classmate. I've known her since like kindergarten, and I saw her with her son at the fucking park. So I was like happy to see them. She gave me a hug and everything. But when we were talking, she thought I was somebody else. I was like, ain't this a bitch? Ain't this? I started feeling a way about myself. I was like, God damn, either I ain't shit, or she just shitted on me just personally. I couldn't even tell you. I didn't even know. I was just upset about it the whole time. But anyway, um, I started thinking like, well, but this is still like a park where her and her fam come to hang out, so I can't even get mad. But I didn't want to make it about myself. I just felt the way about it, and that had me feeling like shit for a while. I was like, God damn. Like I've known you for the longest. We used to sit there, chop it up. I used to ask. I was asking her all these questions. I was like, "What's going on with the poetry stuff? You used to do this. That's how I used to know her from. She did that shit. She shut it down for a while. She's like, I'm not doing that shit no more. She's stupid. I was like, damn, all right. But just believe, I believed in her. I was like, I like what you used to do. I was like, I like what she used to do though. Oh damn. So I don't know. That's how it is, man. You start growing up. Actually, I shall speak on this too, man. One of my friends, me and him kind of reconnected. I think I spoke about this before. Me and this dude reconnected. He started telling me that his one of his relatives had passed. That kind of broke my heart. It's like his grandpa, if I remember correctly, and that made me sad. I was like, damn, dude. And I was like, he started breaking it down how tight and locked in they were. I was like, man, I didn't even realize you guys were that tight. But he really was the type of person to, check on his grandpa as much as he can every day, once a day, whenever he could. So when I heard he passed, I was like, I can only imagine how this affects you, man. And I had to remind him. I was like, listen, man, I know mom's is probably a pain right now, but just keep talking to her, man, because I can't talk to mine no more. I was letting him know, you know. And that's for everybody too. Everybody who has a relative or whatever that it might be a pain in the ass. It's like, yeah, just you can talk to them, set up that boundary, and let them know, like, man, I can't even rock with you, but it's worth talking to, man. Some people have rocky relationships with their parents. I understand that. I get it. Good luck though, man. You still gotta talk to them, man. You still gotta, you feel me? That's your I mean, you don't owe them nothing really. To some degree, you don't really owe them nothing. You should be able to be who you need to be. That makes sense. That would be a crazy thought though. That's all. That would be a crazy thought though. Like if your parent just sat there and created you just so you could exist for them, that would be a little crazy. But some parents think that way, where it's like, why isn't my kid doing, you know, what I would like them to do or what I need them to, I understand that, but it's like, damn, to create somebody in this life, you got to be very mindful of the world you're putting them into, you know? Shit, I'm no parent, so who am I to talk? But I think about that sometimes. So anyway, I told my friend, I was like, I'm sorry, like, to hear that about his grandpa, but your mom's still around. She's gonna be a pain, but just talk to her, man. But same day, me and him were talking. We're over here chopping it up about what's it called? Certain kids that we used to go to school with. Same topic, similar topic, same elementary place. And he told me, a certain person had passed. I was kind of sad about that. I was like, damn, you talking about it was like when we were all little kids, he was like the biggest kid out of all of us. We were all like 4'11", 5 foot tall. This dude was like 5'6" already. And this is in elementary. So he was a big kid. He was like five, I could be wrong. He might have been like 5'6", 5'7" in elementary. He was a big kid. And he used to kind of be the big kid that was the enforcer, you play kickball, he's trying to get that home run, blast it out the goddamn playground. And if it wasn't that, how do I explain it? If it wasn't that, it was like he would just be willing to fight people for people all the time. But he passed away. I don't know if he took his own life. That made me sad to hear that he passed, because he was like, that was like my guy, man. Fourth and fifth grade. I was like, anybody fucks with him, man, they fucking with me. You know what I mean? Like we're locked in like that. Pause. But it's like we was on that time, man. There's some little kid shit, but we was on that type of time as kids. And his family moved around a lot. They ended up pushing it up north. There was like more affordable places and neighborhoods up north. They started pushing it up that way. I swear to God, I caught the bus one time going up north. I swear I saw this dude. But I was on bullshit time, so I wasn't trying to make no friends during this time period. I wish I had said something to him. I really wish I had said something to him, because to my understanding, like I said, my longtime friend, he goes, yeah, he might. I think he did either some form of overdose. Like he was sitting there, he was using drugs a lot. But again, like I said, I don't know if he took his own life or he overdosed. But more or less, it was the same thing when you think about it, if that's the case. So I'm really sad about that. So yeah, God bless him and his mom, and his dad, because he had both his parents in his life. But to my understanding, the news and information came from another classmate, another mutual classmate, that said the mom made the post about his passing. But I was like, when you think about it, we like 30. I'm like 32, so he probably died at 30 or 31, because he was about a year younger than me, maybe. That's my guy. So yeah, hopefully that ain't true, but if it is, man, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Amani, my guy Amani, man. Rest in peace to that dude. So many kids I used to go to school with, they just died. Not like recently, but just in general, they just died. Like I don't even understand it. Like I'm trying to comprehend this shit. People just be dying, and I'm still alive. Like trying to figure out why shit ain't. It don't matter. Like whether you say things is panning out or not. Hold on, man. What the fuck? Hearing this bullshit. But it's like however way I choose to look at it, it don't even matter, because it's like, you know, there's a piece of me that wants to like, I want to speak to these people. They're just not alive no more. So what can I say? It's like it's like I don't know, man. I miss my chance. So that's why so much now. You'll see me so much more now. Just kind of keep in contact with this stuff. What's going on with the screen? Hold on. Let's do this. Boom. There we go. So that's the feel about shit. When I see people, I try to show them love because it's like you don't know who needs to be recognized. Sometimes, man, you just don't know. I wish I had said something. What's going on, Lilith? How you living? How you living? Yeah. I was like, if I stay on live long enough, someone might show up. I thought I was going to end it early, but I was like, let's shoot for an hour. I'm going to just chop it up. Because, sometimes people drop in on the live stream from the playback and then they start scrolling through. Maybe I say something that they want to hear, maybe whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy you're here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. But no, I was just talking about like a lot of kids that I used to go to school with had passed away. And I'm thinking about like, damn, I'm 32. So that means a lot of people either died before their 30s or in their 30s as soon as they got there. So I just started thinking about that. And I was like, when I see people now, I just got to say hi to them more often because I'm like, I just don't know. You just never know, man. You might have to see some people here and there. Oh shit, they got the U-Haul. I'm gonna walk through that though. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, I be mobbing through here. I haven't been getting notifications for anyone, so I have to scroll. Oh, I got you. Yeah, you never know when the last time will be. It's interesting. I think about that because my friend who I was told passed away, like I literally seen the dude on the bus. I could be tripping, but I went up north to go see my homegirl. Either I was going up there to see her or someone else. I don't remember what I was doing, but nonetheless, I was going up there, and how do I explain it? Okay, I'm gonna sit right here. Fuck it. I don't know if nobody's seen here, but I went up there and I seen this dude on the bus. Like I was like in 2011, 2012 or something. And the thing was like I was on bullshit time, and because I was on bullshit time, I wasn't trying to be friendly with nobody, and I wasn't trying to like, oh, how you been? How you doing? Like I wasn't on that time. I was tripping. So then I could have just said hi to him during that time period. I could have come to find out between the time periods of that time till like now when he passed away. Apparently he's just like heavy with the drug usage, and I don't know if he overdosed or if he took his own life. I don't really know, but it's just like a sad thing. Like the fact that his mom has to report on it is kind of crazy to me. So I was like, damn, I should have said something. But I think about that now. Like I gotta just be more vigilant. So I'm trying to be a little more vocal day to day. You know what I mean? Just talk to people a lot more. If I see and recognize people, and like I remember I used to get the speech from people like I don't even know who the fuck you are, and I was like, cool. But at least I recognize you though. Fuck all that bullshit. Like I don't even care, bro. Like with all this gentrification and changes happening in the neighborhood in the city, it's like, damn, I don't care. I recognize you. I remember that shit. I'm gonna just start saying what's up to everybody. But yeah, self reflection is a great tool. Yeah, yeah. You never. Oh yeah, I read that already. Okay, but that's what I'm just trying to stay locked in and focused, man. But summer's almost done, so that's why I said the truancy hour and like all these different like episodes are gonna start looking a little different or whatever, man. Shit, I gotta make sure this thing is. I'm gonna take this off, bro. Fuck this. Ugh. It's fucking up. I'm trying to lean backwards on the seat. Make sure the mic is good. But yeah, I be thinking about that shit a lot. I be thinking about people, man. Nothing wrong with saying hi. That's why when I saw I think it was like Sunday when I left uh Tabletop Village, I left there to go home and I was taking a certain route home. It was a dude. I don't know if he was trying to press me or just trying to sit there and have a certain conversation with me, but he looked hella familiar. He looked like a fat version of some kid I used to go to school with, but I wasn't too sure. But he was saying he was just asking a lot of questions, so I almost swung on him, but I thought about it. I was like, man, he's probably just zooted right now. I don't know. He's just on his own, whatever. So not much I could do about it. But he got off at the bus stop over here. So, if I see him again, I might just say what's up. But, he asking so many questions. I was about to ask him his name, his real name, and then start calling him. Let's say he said his name was Henry. I was about to say Officer Henry. I was about to start calling him Officer because he was asking so many damn questions. But I mean, it is what it is. If I see him, we'll probably talk again. You know, people get lonely and then they get weird. It's interesting because it's like this. There's so many kids that like I feel like I probably used to go to school that's like either homeless now or just like addicted. Like I've seen a few people like that. We seen a dude who was tripping. He didn't even look like himself. He looked like a bigger inflated version of himself with a cul-de-sac haircut, and then nobody recognized him. But then everybody started swapping notes. Started like, "Hey man, that looked like so and so. You see him too? You seen him too?" We started realizing that was our guy from middle school. It was like, "Damn, that's so and so from middle school, high school," and yeah, and it was like, "Yeah, that's him." I was like, "Damn, what happened?" And then like some people from his projects, from his neighborhood, are like, "Yeah, we seen him too. We picked him up on the side of the road. He said, drive me to the lake." They drove him to the lake. He's over in the passenger seat, just drooling all over the fucking, So they start handing him napkins and shit. Like, "Hey man, hey you drooling right now, man? You all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm good." He wipes it off, and just gets out the car, just starts wandering. And that's the last time they seen dude. But apparently that dude, on a good note, apparently he's been he had worked a job at the same arena I work at, which is kind of crazy. But that motherfucker right there, he used to be a class clown. Like he used to make everybody laugh, man. He's a good ass dude. Well, that's my bad. Your dad loved being homeless. One thing I've realized is a lot of the heavier mental health issues start really showing towards adulthood. Did he clean himself up? So the way the story goes is like, you know, there was like throughout the summertime and whatnot and fall, like people would see him around and they'd be like, "Yeah, man, he's somebody laced him. Somebody laced him." So he would just walk around here on some fiend shit, on some crackhead shit. But then we ended up having we had a high school tenure, like a 10-year anniversary. Went to the 10-year anniversary, like I said, swap notes with people from his projects, and they said the same shit. Like, "Yeah, he's gone, man. He's gone mentally." Fast forward. It starts getting to like wintertime, and then one of my homies who was like aware of this shit, he texts me. He says, "Hey, you remember so and so?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I'll let you know. Like, I seen him the other day. He was working security at the arena during Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock." So when he said that shit, I was like, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah, no, that was really him. It looked like he cleaned himself a little bit. He cleaned himself up a little bit, and he's finally working security at the arena." So when I heard that, it let me know that he was trying hard to get himself on track. So I haven't heard anything else from then or since then, but I will say hopefully he's been doing better. Um, if I see him, I gotta give him a hug, man. I just gotta dap him up and just give him a hug, cause like, and I gotta apologize to him, cause like, bro, last time I seen him was at McDonald's and I just didn't recognize him. So like now I have to just let him know. Yeah, that's hopeful. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a good thing. But I gotta show him love when I see him, cause I just don't know what he's going through in his mind. You know, there was one dude, bro. There was this one kid. He used to get fucked with all the time. It's a little dude. He knows who he, he knows who he is. Nobody liked him for some reason, but man, I seen him. I decided to say what's up to him randomly. Like he used to work at Domino's. I just said what's up to him. I was like, oh, I didn't want to talk to him for too long. I just wanted to say what's up, and I went about my day. And then like maybe a couple years later, I seen this dude at the bus stop somewhere. I said what's up to him, and then he's like, "You know what, James, man, I always fuck with you because you've always stayed solid. You never forgot people." And I was like, "Hey, man, I try not to." I really didn't want to talk to him, but he, I don't know, man. He recognized that shit. I was cracking up. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm just happy that you're still alive and you're doing good, man. That's all. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Shit, funny as hell. All I can really say about it. Hey, hell of them restaurants still open out here, man. It's cool. Tuesday night's not bad, man. It's a blue Tuesday for me, so I'm happy about that. But since you're here, Lilith, man, how are you doing? Like I forgot, you checked on me. How are you doing? I forgot to ask you. Hopefully you've been doing all right, man. I spent some time with I call them extended family. Like when I'm not actually blood related to them, but I love this person like family. I call them my cousin. Spent time with her today, and we walked around the mall. We went to the park and hung out, got some coffee and shit like that. We're just catching up on life. It was just good to be hanging out with them, be in their presence. It was good to, because we didn't talk to each other for like a month. People's phones were gone and stuff, so we didn't really get a chance to communicate. And yeah, it was cool to catch up with people. Funny enough, other people were trying to catch up with me this weekend, and I was like, "Oh no, y'all lost your chance. We ain't doing this goofy shit. So y'all want to do goofy shit now?" But yeah, hey Lil, how you been doing? My bad. Don't worry about me. I'm over here just venting, talking trash and shit. How you been doing? My bad. We got. I didn't even look up. What's up in there? That's cool. Always good to catch up. Well, of always. Well, OT always. Well, it's always. I don't know if I'm reading that correctly. It's your channel. That's kind of the point. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. It's interesting because I'm like trying to do. I like the workout live streams, man. Oh, it's well. Oh my bad. Always good to catch up. Well, not. I hear what you're saying. That's. Okay. Oh yeah, I read. Okay, I read that already. I was trying to figure out where the knot was landing on, but uh, yeah, the workout live streams are fun. This morning, all I did was talk trash to myself. I was on the court just talking trash to myself the whole time. I was like, nobody's here. I'm about to just sit there and get on my own head. If I'm missing shots, I'm talking shit to myself. I'm not leaving the gym until I get everything done. I was just like, got to get everything right. You know what I'm saying? Chasing perfection out here, trying to get things right. I came in and liked it. You had to go. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's interesting. I was like, let me just get back to work on this. You know, it's interesting. That's the only one that that particular community center is the only one that's open at like 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. 10 in the morning to 2 p.m. And I'm like, kind of sucks because I'm an early morning type person. So, you know, the other spots I might have to call in the morning because the spot near my house, closer to my house, they said just call us in the morning and then we'll let you know when it's open gym. So I might go in there and start doing like some weightlifting. They got like some dumbbells and shit like that. So I might just do like a little light stuff here and there. But we'll see, man. It's nice to get a few things in. I normally at least come in and like the stream, even if I can't stay. I appreciate that, Lilith. I appreciate that. You know, I've been doing that for my friends too. Like my guy Graydon, who was here a while ago, I dropped in. I saw his live yesterday because he was doing the coins. He was looking for silver half dollars, 1864, 1863, or something like that. He was looking for like these, you know, coins that were worth something. I don't really know much about it. I was just watching him open up, open up these rolls of coins. Him and his dad on live stream, and then it kind of crashed. That was fun. And then my guy Eternal Light, I gotta check on him. Last night, my guy Solarian was on Twitch live streaming. I follow him on YouTube too, but yeah, he was on Twitch. So I try to check on people too sometimes. So it's cool when I get like when I find people that do that for me. You know, like I've had like random live streams where I'll just get like 10, 12 likes randomly, and I'm like, I don't know who's here, but I appreciate it because you know I'll be doing this shit on the random and hitting no schedule stuff, nothing organized necessarily, nothing you know what I'm saying, pre-planned or whatever. You know how that go. You love it when people support each other like that. Yeah, yeah, it's interesting, man. I used to have a like I said, I went through a bit of maturity myself. Like for whatever reason, my support back then, I don't know if I was a hater or not, but my support used to be a little more conditional when I was younger. I don't know why, but the older I get, I'm like, man, if people fuck with me, I'll fuck with them. But there are certain lines, obviously, that like have to be recognized, not necessarily crossed, but recognized. And I'm on that type of timeline right now. So yeah, let me know if the microphone good, because I'm hearing everything around me for some reason, but then I'm like attuned to everything around me because it's bouncing off the walls too. But I'm also like trying to make sure my voice isn't too loud because I know like there's like windows and shit. Motherfuckers be living up here, so I ain't trying to be like a troll. Mic is fine. All right, my bad. I'll become more selective the older I get. Lilith, I feel the same way though. It's like, and that's fair. That's fair too. It's like when you find people that you really rock with and vibe with. JD, what's going on, man? Welcome, bro. What's going on with you, bro? And I'm just chilling right now. I had a really chill day. Just spent time, you know, with the cousin and whatnot. Did a little workout in the morning. That was about it. And I might do it tomorrow morning. I don't feel sore anymore. Hey, motion is really medicine, man. You know when they say that? They say motion is medicine. That's true, man. You know. Oh, that shit is because it's like the first day, like you know, first day of working out, you're sore, and then like you start going the second day, the third day, it just starts getting better. And I'm like, I forgot about that feeling. But technically, my first day was Thursday because I shot hoops on Thursday, went to work Friday, Saturday Beyblade stuff, Sunday Beyblade stuff. You know what I mean? And then like after that, it was like Monday boxing gym, today basketball, tomorrow we're gonna figure it out. I don't even fucking know. I'm just gonna, I don't work until Thursday of next week, so I'm just kind of vibing right now, going with the whatever. You know what I mean? You know, it's funny. I used to post up out here, and I asked. He said, "Yup, vibes." Yeah, man, I'm just trying to vibe, but it's funny because I used to post up out here and just smoke, but I realized there was no smoking sign somewhere. I forgot where it's at. It's actually right by the tree. It's kind of funny. But I sat there with a fucking big ass cigar, just sitting there, just blazing that shit. And I realized because they had like a little security dude who I think he kind of patrols the building. He walked past. He didn't want to say nothing, but I was like, "Oh shit, I'm my bad. I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to smoke." And he looked at me, and I think he was just kind of on some like, "Oh, we don't even really care, dog." You know, I think this mainly because we're next to the dispensary. There's like two dispensaries, so he's like, as long as you're not blazing hella weed when there's kids around, I think we're good. I was like, that's fair, that's fair. So I don't even remember if he talked to me. I might be making shit up right now. But I feel like he just gave me that look too, like I don't even want to enforce the shit. I'm just here to do a patrol job, look at some loose dogs and weird shit. I don't even know. But yeah, man, I'm out here chilling, man. JD, what's going on with the content, man? You going live too? Let me know when you start live streaming too, man. I be like I said, I get the when I go on subscription mode on my YouTube, I see the stuff. I scroll it, I see people here and there. There's this one dude, my guy Hyo Lee. Hyo Lee is this dude in South Korea. Is this guy in his 50s. He said he's a single man in his 50s. He's never been married. He never had kids, but all he does is work, and that's all he does on his live stream. He talks to people on live, and then he speaks pretty good English, which is funny. But also like he like picks up cars and delivers them. That's all he does on his live stream. He just talks shit and he grabs lunch, and that's it. He just be chilling. I was like, yo, low key, he's me, but like a 50-year-old version of South Korea, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny as hell. But or I don't know, maybe I'm him because I feel like he's been doing that longer than me. He used to do cooking live streams or cooking content. I was like, bro, I was messaging him. I was like, you should do more food content, bro. You should do more. But yeah, it's crazy because people, I don't know if it's looked down on in Korea, but people in his comments be talking down on him. They be talking dirty to him. They be saying shit like, "Oh, go get a real job. Why are you doing this? Why are you on YouTube? Go get a real job." People just be talking down on him, and I'm like, I start because when you hit translate on the comment section, you can see what they're saying. And my thing is like, I don't know if the translation is correct, or if they're just saying things in a very like kind of like not even mad way. Maybe they're just saying it a certain way, and that shit kind of bothered me. I was like, I started leaving comments like, man, just keep going, bro. Don't listen to what these people are saying. Just stay motivated. My bad, JD. Shit, you'll do some streams soon. Finna do more Bay content on the TikTok. Oh, there you go. You got packages coming soon. Hell yeah, there you go. I might do. I don't know if I have time in the morning. Like I might in the morning or afternoon, because like sometimes it gets hella warm in the room. I gotta open those packages. The ones because I had did the package opening for metal fight and plastic stuff, and I assembled that metal dragger. Well, I don't know if it's HMS, but I was assembling it, and my thing was like, man, I need to get the fucking what do you call this? Uh, I need to open the X ones, the ones for X, because I have like the Tyranno beat that's like Mountain Dew color, and I think I got a night mail set. I might have got a second night mail, just for my own whatever. So that was the whole thing. So, but then the more I think about it, I'm waiting on more packages. Realistically, I had the email Mall of Toys, and I emailed them, and I was like, I didn't, I got my 3 Pegasus Blast, but I didn't get my set of 6 from the CX07 or whatever you call it, '07 or '08. Because I got the set of 6 that came with the bundle. I got the $40 off for 3 of them. So I'm supposed to get like 6, 12. I was supposed to get 18 blades technically, 18 booster boxes or booster sets, and I didn't get anything. So I emailed them. They emailed me back a couple of days later. They're like, "Hey, we can just fully refund you because we don't really have the stock right now, or we can send it immediately once we get it." And I was like, "I just want to receive it. I just want to be able to have it." So I don't know, man. We'll see what ends up happening, bro. I might bring it to like some shit for a raffle if it ever comes in time. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it, this afternoon. I might really plot my retirement for Beyblade. I don't know. Like I think I'm gonna participate a little bit. Like the buying is one thing, but actually doing the tournaments and stuff, I might just chill out and then just figure out the next thing to do because all the stuff that's unraveling right now for me, like doing the boxing judge stuff, that might be the next move, bro. I don't really know yet, but that might end up being a thing. The community center stuff is interesting. You know, everything's pretty much like open gym, like isolated workouts, but it's fun, man. It's keeping me in shape, but it's also keeping me a little sharp, health wise or whatever, you know. So I'm a little, I'm happy where things are going. I'll say that much. You know, things are on a good path. You know, I don't know how else to say it. Things are going good. You feel me? So, well, yeah, JD, man, keep me updated, bro. I'm not on TikTok, but you know, I know what's it called? It's good to my bad, like diversify or whatever, right? Like content wise or whatever. Not content, my bad. Platform wise. So I think right now I'm just sticking to YouTube. It's just easier for my brain to memorize, but I'm just kind of here right now, bro. Just thinking about shit. I'm about to head home though. It's starting to get a little chilly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start walking, but we'll see, man. It's gonna get dark and dim. It's really well lit right here, but I'm gonna just start walking home. You know, um, yeah. The start of the stream was funny because I was sitting there filming the sunset. It looks like orange and purple and shit. That should look beautiful. And now it's like hella dark. You said you might make a separate channel on YouTube for Beyblade. I mean, yeah, I think for me it's like I was so lazy to do that that I was like, listen, my channel is just like every year I do something new, so we'll just see where this ends up going. But you know, the Beyblade shit. I think the more I think about it, shit is dope, man. Shit is fun, but I'm like, um, you know, here's the one way I look at it. You know, not to be funny. Let me know if this makes sense. I think because you know, I'm kind of tapping back into like the sports world or my sports roots. Like I grew up doing boxing like as a kid, and like up to my teenagehood or whatever. But it's funny because you go through actual wear and tear on the body and brain, and like the mental. So it's like there's a different type of as you get older, you start to give back to the community, and a lot of it is other youth that participate in those sports, if that makes sense. So sometimes with the Beyblade scene, you meet people that feel a way about the kids stuff, but it's also a kid's toy. So I'm like, this is kind of weird that people feel a way about battling against kids or losing to kids or winning against kids or just having kids around the scene. And I'm like, it's a kid's toy. So the community should kind of like be like even though you're an adult that's moving up in life, you kind of give back to them, if not support them, like people younger than you. That's the way I look at it because I come from the sports world, you know? And I say this because, you know, Kevin Durant, like he's a basketball player, Hall of Fame type shit. And he's over here saying like, hey man, we get paid to play a kids game at the highest level. You know what I mean? And I look at Beyblade the same way. Like people aren't necessarily getting paid, but they are doing Beyblade at the highest level as adults. So it's kind of interesting. So it's like I don't want to oust kids from the actual kids game. It's kind of weird, but I also do like the adult side of it because the adult side of it is like you're actually testing your might to the highest degree, which is cool, I guess. And then your builds and your combos and even your mindset. So that I respect both sides, but to sit there and isolate and forget one side and to forget that it's you know the game is for ages 8 to 12 technically. That's kind of wrong to me, you know. But people feel a way about it. Yeah, facts. It's just a side hobby with love to it. Yeah, it should just have like some love to it, right? It should just have. That's the way I look at it, though. It's like, but I'm starting to see people with different opinions here and there, and maybe some of them come across as more harsh than others. But nonetheless, I'm just like, there's something about this where I feel like people are missing the point of, yeah, you excel as an adult and you relive your childhood, but you know, when I was a kid, we didn't really have adults that can kind of guide us through these Beyblade tournaments. They had shit at Toys R Us and shit like that, but it was really rare, you know what I'm saying, to get involved with stuff like that. And it wasn't to this degree that we have and this level that we have in 2025. Like things have exploded exponentially to the point where I just feel like, yeah, we should just kind of, you know, I don't know, man. You know me, I'm a kind of a, I don't want to say I'm vocal, but I'm a little more vocal than the average person. So try to make sure like the parents are happy. Also, you got to think, man, when the parents bring their kids to the events, they can kind of sit back and relax and like, you know, they don't have to be a parent for like 4 hours. So we're kind of helping them, or like helping the families that come by. So that's the way I look at it too. You know, how's it going? Um, so I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, bro. I'm just kind of rambling, but I be thinking about that shit. It's like someone brings their kids around and say, okay, I don't have to sit there and monitor you all fucking day. You could just sit there and have fun with your friends and just play the game. you know, which is kind of nice. We kind of help relieve parents of the parenthood responsibility for like a however long the event is, which I think is pretty cool. So it's like a collective effort. Um, but I see both sides of the fence. I just don't think I'm super harsh on it, you know. But yeah, we do it to the highest degree, man. The highest degree, and you've won multiple tournaments, so shit, you know how it is. You get past some of the best competition here and there, man. That's how it go. But yeah, bro. I think if you end up making the extra pages, you got to send that to me, and we got to set up another. I got to talk to Tay because Tay just won, I think, his first tournament, even though groups, but he won his first tournament, so we got to set up the stuff soon. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. James, let me exit the live. Just got done talking about people in elementary, and then here we go. That's crazy, right? All right, here we go.